Hi guys! Do you notice anything different? No, this is a brief, quick introduction. I've been saying that I want to do things differently, like different things for a while. And one of those things is I've been trying to get in touch with like the Gardaí about doing like tours and stuff like this, but they're very much like, no, I can't let you because what if you're a bomber or a criminal or whatever and all this stuff, so they won't let me. I just went to, I don't know if you've ever been to a Garda Open Day, but basically I just went along to one of those Garda Open Days and took some videos and footage and stuff like that and asked some, ask questions and this and that. So the next part you're going to see is basically just all that. I am going to do a voiceover then to kind of talk about all the stuff. Now, bear in mind, okay, I went alone on my own. I think I was the only adult at this fun day. It's an open day, a fun day. And I wanted to get photos and stuff. So I was like, hey, would you mind if you took a photo of me in this Garda car and stuff? And every Garda that I asked felt sorry for me. I know they were like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. I am really trying to do more things like that. So I'm working on it. I'm still working on it. Let me know. So enjoy. So here we are walking through the halls. There was obviously loads of these posters up kind of explaining the different things. So this one is an armed robbery of a bank that happened in the 70s in Waterford. So it's just some of the crime scene photos. Next, we have the desk where the criminal or suspect, whoever has been arrested, is brought to, and this is where they get booked in. This here then, I wasn't sure if it was like where the Gardaí like put their belongings or something, but no, this is actually where all like the radios go that they use. And then we head down to the interview rooms. So as you can see, pretty simple, small enough room. It just has chairs on each side of a little desk. Obviously there's a screen up at the moment because of COVID. And here are some of the different vehicles that they have had over the years. I'm actually going to show you a really cool photo later. So for anyone who is in custody, while they're in custody, obviously they're like the responsibility of, the state, the guards. And so obviously they have to be treated with the human rights. So depending on how long they are being kept, they have to be fed. So typically for like breakfast, if they're there in the morning, they would be bought a breakfast roll from the local like Centra, deli, whatever, and drink. Then later on, again, they might get another roll or a sandwich, or if it's one of the Garda stations, there seems to be a lot that are beside a McDonald's, they will go over and get the McDonald's. Sure, isn't it well for some? So next we have the cells. Now obviously they only had one cell open for us to have a look at, but see this hallway, the smell. It was obviously cleaned out. Maybe this is obviously what they do every time, clean out, and put the mattress down or whatever and bleach it. The smell wasn't particularly bleach. It was just a rank smell, but also clean, if that makes sense. So if the smell alone isn't something that will deter criminals from being bold, I don't know what will. Next down we have the cells. As you can see, pretty simple. The teeny weeny window, the basic bed, which is essentially just like a block with a little mattress, and then you get your blanket. And as you can see, there is a toilet, of course. While I was here, I heard someone comment, imagine if you were a girl like this. And as you can also note, there is no sink. Now, even before COVID, I have to say I would be worried about that because I'm a bit of a germ freak. But, I mean, obviously they will use them to damage or, hurt themselves or whatever. So no sinks, probably just lots of hand sanitizer. Next, we got to see the control room. So basically, depending on what Garda station you're in, obviously there's CCTV all over that area, like that town or that village. And there's a control room that essentially has all the screens up. So someone is typically there watching anyway. So if they see something, they do something. But if you were to ring in and be like, oh, I've just seen like a burglary or I've seen an assault or whatever you say, when you give them where you are, then they are looking up those cameras that are in the area to obviously try help keep an eye on the suspects or whatever. So I wanted to show you a picture of this car. I thought it was really cool. It is from it's a 1982 Ford Granada, and it was purchased for the Gardaí in 1984. It's actually a really cool colour. And as you can see, our little friend there is in the passenger seat. I was really hoping that I could get a photo in this, but I don't think we were allowed. There was a guy on guard. Ha! On guard! Then I just got to see loads of cool vehicles. So there is the Garda boat, obviously, that's out in the waters and stuff. But there was like 50 million kids in it, so I didn't want to be taking a picture with loads of kids. So this is just the front of it. Isn't it lovely? Next we have a typical Garda van. So obviously this transports goods and stuff. Funnily enough, for this, it was transporting all the instruments and music books for the Garda band, who you will get to see at the end of the video. Next, we have one of the traffic control vehicles. So you can see the little thingy on top, the lights. That would obviously tell you then if there's a crash coming or if you need to merge or whatever. Then we have one of the vans. So this is one of the custody vans. So kind of in the centre of this van it's just a normal kind of area. And then at the back, there are two little mini cells. So the doors open from each side of the vehicle. And like that, there's obviously only space for kind of one person to sit in it. There is also a different kind of larger typical prison van that you've probably seen. And that one has more cells on it. And basically you walk in that one like nearly like a hallway. And on each side of you, there will be a row of cells. Again, it's just a little door that opens and there's a little seat inside. So next we have the armed support unit. So this was obviously very interesting. A lot of the weapons I wasn't allowed to take photos with. I wasn't really thinking. I was like, oh, can I take a photo of that? And your man had it on him, strapped a gun. And he was like, no, sorry. Basically, they obviously have their different guns on them. Typically, while the two lads were standing there, they both had two handguns on them. And then they also had this like rifle attached around their shoulder. So in the back of their armed support units, it's actually really interesting. So there's different things like a door jam, the battering ram to get through doors. They also had nearly like an ice pick, a big giant ice pick, and this is for breaking through glass. They also then had the small little pepper spray cans that they would, spray or throw. They also have a big huge one that looks like a fire extinguisher, and essentially that one would be for a crowd. If they're like doing crowd control, they would just spray it at everybody. They also had like the little flash bombs, and again they nearly just look like little mini grenades, and they would throw them into a crowd, and again it just flashes loads of smoke. They also had ones that make a lot of noise, so you would put them into like a room, before entering you would throw it in, it would make loads of noise and it would incapacitate people. And then we have the lovely gun that I am modelling. So basically, this is a rubber bullet gun and also a pepper spray gun. So there are little, like the rubber bullets basically fit straight into that long shaft, and they can either put in the rubber bullets and shoot them, which is obviously supposed to kind of like disarm someone without particularly harming them. And then they can also put in it's the same basically little tube, and it is a pepper spray, so depending on what they want to use. Don't I look delighted with life? So guys, I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but to be honest, they're actually brilliant. I've seen them a few times at different things, and it's the Garda band. So let me know if you know the tune that they're playing, and yeah, I'm going to end the video with that. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this, and if you learned something, let me know, and if there's something you can contribute, let me know. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.